Hai study mates, welcome back to Let's Study TOEFL program. Perkenalkan, aku Kalista Adani Chandra dan hari ini kita bakal belajar bareng tentang Listening Part B Skills 18 to 22. Yuk kita pelajari bareng-bareng dengan cara yang fun dan gampang dipahami. So, untuk latihannya, pertama-tama kita dengerin dulu audionya sama-sama. Yuk kita denger dulu audio untuk pertanyaan 1 sampai 4. Nah, untuk listening part B, pertanyaannya itu ada di dalam audionya, tidak beserta dengan pilihan jawabannya. Jadi, waktu dengerin audionya, kita juga sekalian lihat pilihan jawabannya.
Conversation 1. Questions 1 through 4. Listen to a man asking a woman for directions.
Can you tell me how to get to the music building from here? I have a lecture to attend there.
Oh, are you new to campus?
Yes, I just got here last night.
Well, to get to the music building, you have two choices. If you want to go right now, you can walk straight down the street until you're past the Commons, and then turn right. The music building will be straight ahead.
How long will it take to get there?
About 20 minutes.
What's my other choice?
If you don't mind waiting around for a while, you can take the shuttle bus. The bus only takes about 5 minutes to get there.
But I have to wait for the bus?
That's right.
Well, I guess I might as well walk.
Number 1. Where does the man want to go? Number 2. How many different routes to the music building does the woman suggest? Number 3. What is the problem with taking the shuttle bus? Number 4. What does the man finally decide to do?
Nah, itu tadi audio dan pertanyaan dari nomor 1 sampai 4. Untuk transkrip audionya bisa kita lihat juga nih di slide ini. Dan sekarang kita bahas yuk untuk jawaban masing-masing dari pertanyaan 1 sampai nomor 4. Nomor 1, jawabannya adalah C, to a lecture. Pertanyaan dalam audionya adalah, where does the man want to go? In the dialogue, the man states his purpose for going to the music building in his first line. I have a lecture to attend there. This directly tells us why he needs directions. Di dalam dialognya, laki-laki itu bilang kalau dia mau ke gedung musik karena dia ada kuliah yang harus dia hadiri di sana. Artinya, tujuan dia pergi ke gedung musik adalah untuk menghadiri lecture. So, the answer is C. Next question. Nomor 2, jawabannya adalah B. 2. The question is, how many different routes to the music building does the woman suggest? When the woman begins giving directions, she clearly states, well, to get to the music building, you have two choices. She then proceeds to describe both the walking option and the shuttle bus option. Waktu laki-lakinya bertanya soal arah menuju gedung musik, wanita itu bilang, kamu bisa ke gedung musik dengan dua cara. Dia bilang ada cara berjalan dan ada juga cara dengan menggunakan bus. Jadi jawabannya adalah 2. There are two different routes. Nomor 3, jawabannya adalah D. The bus will not arrive for a while. The question is, what is the problem with taking the shuttle bus? The woman presents the bus option by saying, if you don't mind waiting around for a while, you can take the shuttle bus. The man then confirms this inconvenience by asking, but I have to wait for the bus? This indicates that the primary issue with the bus is the waiting time, not its route, speed, or reliability of arrival. Pertanyaannya adalah, apa problem untuk naik shuttle bus? Wanita itu bilang, kalau misalnya kamu nggak masalah untuk nunggu beberapa waktu, kamu bisa ambil shuttle bus. Laki-laki itu kemudian bertanya lagi, jadi aku harus menunggu untuk bisnya. So, the primary issue dengan menaiki bus adalah waktu menunggunya. So, the correct answer is D. Next question. Jawabannya adalah A, walk. The question is, what does the man finally decide to do? After considering both options, walking for 20 minutes or waiting for a bus that takes 5 minutes but requires waiting, the man concludes with, well, I guess I might as well walk. The phrase might as well indicates that given the alternatives, walking is the most sensible or acceptable choice for him, likely because he doesn't want to wait for the bus. Pertanyaannya adalah, apa yang laki-laki itu akhirnya lakukan? Setelah mempertimbangkan dua opsi dari berjalan selama 20 menit dan menunggu bis yang memakan waktu selama 5 menit tapi harus menunggu, laki-laki itu bilang, well, I guess I might as well walk. The phrase might as well menyatakan walaupun ada alternatifnya, berjalan itu merupakan opsi yang paling acceptable bagi dia karena dia nggak harus menunggu untuk bis. Jadi jawabannya adalah A. We move on to the questions number 5 to 9 by listening to the audio, dan kita lihat juga nih pilihan jawaban untuk audio section 5 to 9.
Conversation 2. Questions 5 through 9. Listen to a woman talk to a friend about her vacation.
How was your trip to Wyoming last summer?
It was fantastic. Some of the most beautiful scenery in the country is in Wyoming.
Where did you go in Wyoming?
We drove by Devil's Tower National Monument, and we spent a few days in Laramie, but we spent most of our vacation in Yellowstone National Park.
You went to Yellowstone? I wish I could have gone. I've heard that Yellowstone is just magnificent.
It's the oldest and largest national park in the United States, and it's got spectacular waterfalls, hot springs, and geysers.
Did you see Old Faithful?
Of course we saw Old Faithful. It's the best known of the geysers there. We couldn't visit Yellowstone without seeing Old Faithful.
Do you think you'll be taking another vacation in Yellowstone again? If you do, I'd like to go next time.
Number 5. How does the woman describe her Wyoming vacation? Number 6. How did the woman probably travel on vacation? Number 7. Which of the following did the woman do on vacation? Number 8. Which of the following is a well-known site in Yellowstone? Number 9. What would the man like to do?
Nah, itu tadi audio nomor 5 sampai nomor 9. And this is the transcript section for the questions. Nah, sekarang kita pindah ke pembahasan jawaban nomor 5 sampai nomor 9. We start from number 5. Nomor 5 jawabannya adalah B, fantastic. The question is, how does the woman describe her Wyoming vacation? The woman's very first response to the man's question about her trip is, it was fantastic. This directly describes her overall impression of the vacation. Waktu laki-laki itu bertanya tentang gimana liburan kamu di Wyoming, the woman replied with, it was fantastic. Fantastic menggambarkan perasaan dia selama berlibur di Wyoming. So the answer is B. Next question. Nomor 6 jawabannya adalah A, by car. The question is, how did the woman probably travel on vacation? The woman states, we drove by Devil's Tower National Monument and we spent a few days in Laramie. The phrase drove by strongly implies that they were traveling in a car. While they might have flown to Wyoming, the mode of travel within Wyoming and to the various sites mentioned, driving by a monument, spending time in Laramie and Yellowstone, points to a car as their primary mode of transportation for sightseeing. Drove by menyatakan kalau misalnya dia traveling dengan mobil, in a car. So, the correct answer is A. Next question, nomor 7, jawabannya adalah D. She made a few stops before going on to Yellowstone. The question is, which of the following did the woman do on vacation? In the dialogue, the woman says, "We drove by Devil's Tower National Monument and we spent a few days in Laramie, but we spent most of our vacation in Yellowstone National Park." This indicates that Devil's Tower and Laramie were stops or places they passed before or on the way to spending the majority of their time in Yellowstone. Coba kita bahas opsi jawaban yang lain. Yang A, she went directly to Yellowstone. Ini jelas salah, karena dia bilang, "We drove by and we spent a few days in Laramie." Mereka nggak langsung pergi ke Yellowstone. Yang B, she spent a few weeks in Laramie. Ini juga jelas salah, karena dia cuma bilang, "We spent a few days in Laramie." Yang C, she stopped at the Devil's Tower National Monument. Ini juga salah, karena dia bilang, "We drove by Devil's Tower National Monument." She never said she stopped at the Devil's Tower National Monument. So the correct answer is D. Next question, nomor 8. Nomor 8 jawabannya adalah C, Old Faithful. The question is, which of the following is a well-known site in Yellowstone? The man specifically asked, "Did you see Old Faithful?" And the woman replies, "Of course we saw Old Faithful. It's the best known of the geysers there. We couldn't visit Yellowstone without seeing Old Faithful." Ini menandakan kalau misalnya Old Faithful adalah famous attraction within Yellowstone. So the correct answer is C. Well-known site dengan famous attraction itu punya arti yang sama. Nomor 9, jawabannya adalah B, take a trip to Yellowstone. The question is, what would the man like to do? The man states at the end of the conversation, "Do you think you'll be taking another vacation in Yellowstone again? If you do, I'd like to go next time." "I'd like to go next time." Nah, this shows his desire to visit Yellowstone himself. So, the correct answer is B, take a trip to Yellowstone. Kita lanjut ke pertanyaan terakhir kita untuk pertanyaan nomor 10.
Conversation 3. Questions 10 through 13. Listen to a conversation between two friends.
How are you going to spend this year's Thanksgiving vacation?
I'm going to spend it with my family. We celebrate very traditionally. We go to my grandparents' house and have a big Thanksgiving dinner. It's really the only time in the year that my whole family gets together.
In my family, we just have a big feast too. We don't really stop and think about how Thanksgiving Day developed, how new colonists in Massachusetts had a 3-day feast to give thanks for surviving the first terrible winter and for gathering their first corn harvest the following year.
Did you know that the original Thanksgiving Day was celebrated in July?
No, I thought Thanksgiving had always been in November.
The first Thanksgiving was celebrated on July 30th, 1623. After that, Thanksgiving was celebrated at many different times. It wasn't until 1863 that Abraham Lincoln declared the last Thursday in November as a day of Thanksgiving, and this holiday has been celebrated in November ever since.
Number 10. What is the subject of this conversation?
That was the only question for our audio. And this is the transcript section for question number 10. Nah, kita pindah ke pembahasan terakhirnya. Nomor 10 jawabannya adalah A. How and when we celebrate Thanksgiving. The question is, what is the subject of this conversation? The conversation begins with the man asking how the woman will spend her Thanksgiving vacation, leading to a discussion about traditional celebration, the how question. Then the conversation shifts significantly to the history of Thanksgiving, including its original date and how it came to be celebrated in November. The question leads to when. Both speakers contribute to both aspects of the discussion. Conversation tadi dimulai dengan laki-laki itu bertanya bagaimana wanita ini menghabiskan waktunya di liburan Thanksgiving. Nah, dari pertanyaan itu dibuatlah percakapan tentang bagaimana liburan Thanksgiving ini pertama kali dibuat dan bagaimana juga sejarahnya. So, the correct answer is A. That concludes all of our practice today. TOEFL ITP Listening Part B requires a slightly different approach than Part A due to its extended length and multiple questions per dialogue. Here are the key main takeaways. First, identify the main idea or topic early. The first few sentences of the conversation often introduce the main topic or purpose of the discussion. This is important for answering overall questions and understanding the context for details. Kalimat pertama dalam conversation-nya seringkali menjadi main purpose of the discussion. Jadi, penting untuk memahami dari main idea or topic early untuk memahami konteksnya. Yang kedua, understand who, what, where. As you listen, try to quickly identify the speakers. For example, student and professor, two friends, or etc. What they are discussing and where the conversation is taking place. This helps you follow the narrative. Selama kamu mendengar audionya, coba identifikasi speakernya. Misalnya antara guru dengan murid, antara teman, dan apa yang mereka diskusikan, dan di mana percakapan itu mengambil tempat. The third, questions follow the order of the conversation. Try guessing the questions beforehand. Unlike part A, where questions are independent, in part B, the question usually follow the chronological order of information presented in the dialogue. This means the answer to question 1 will be found earlier in the conversation than the answer to question 2, and so on. Untuk part B, pertanyaannya biasanya mengikuti chronological order dari informasi yang dipresentasikan di dalam dialog. Misalnya untuk nomor 1, pasti jawabannya ada di awal-awal percakapan. Dan untuk pertanyaan nomor 2, jawabannya pasti ada di tengah-tengah percakapan. And so on. So, please focus on listening and try to understand the conversation. The fourth, listen for details and specific information. While the main idea is important, part B also asks about specific details, facts, or reasons mentioned in the conversation. Pay attention to names, dates, numbers, and specific events. Walaupun main idea juga important, informasi lain nggak kalah penting tentang spesifik details, fakta, atau alasan yang di-mention di conversation-nya. Jadi perhatikan juga untuk nama-nama, tanggal, angka, atau beberapa detail lain yang disebutkan dalam conversation di dalam dialog. The fifth, infer meaning and implications and beware of distractors. Similar to part A, some questions will require you to infer what is implied rather than directly stated. This involves understanding the speaker's tone, attitude, or the logical conclusion of their statements. Options might include information that was mentioned but is not the answer to specific question asked. Kamu harus bisa memahami apa yang dimaksud dari percakapan tersebut. What is implied, apa yang diimplikasi, rather than directly stated, dibanding apa yang dinyatakan eksplisit. Jadi kamu harus paham tentang intonasi dari speakernya dan logical conclusion dari pernyataan mereka. Dan juga hati-hati dengan kata-kata jebakan. The last one, don't panic if you miss something. If you miss a detail, don't dwell on it. Focus on the rest of the conversation and the next question. Kalau misalnya kamu miss a detail, jangan terlalu terpaku dengan detail tersebut. Coba tetap fokus for the rest of the conversation. Dan untuk pertanyaan berikutnya, kalaupun kamu nggak tahu jawaban dari pertanyaan yang sebelumnya, coba tebak aja dibanding kamu hilang fokus untuk seluruh percakapan dan seluruh pertanyaannya. By applying these strategies, you can effectively navigate the longer dialogues and answer by multiple questions in TOEFL ITP Listening Part B. Nah, terima kasih banyak kepada donatur Let's Study yang sudah membiayai dalam produksi materi ini. StudyMates bisa mereview kembali bahan pembelajaran textbook catatan dan latihan soal pada link di description box. Let's Study juga menyediakan playlist YouTube khusus bahan pembelajaran loh. Jangan lupa dicek ya StudyMates. Let's Study hadir untuk membantu, tapi kami tidak bisa melakukannya sendiri. Kami juga butuh dukungan kamu untuk terus berinovasi dan memberikan konten terbaik. Nah, bagaimana cara kamu bisa berkontribusi? Yang pertama, kamu bisa berkontribusi dengan dukungan finansial. Sama seperti kamu yang butuh kopi untuk belajar, kami juga butuh dukungan agar Let's Study terus hidup dan berkembang. Donasi seikhlasnya dari kamu, sekecil apapun, akan sangat berarti. Kamu bisa berdonasi dengan mudah melalui link donasi yang tersedia. Kemudian, donasi bukan satu-satunya cara loh. Kamu juga bisa kasih dukungan luar biasa tanpa mengeluarkan uang sepeser pun. Caranya mudah. Kamu bisa ceritakan pengalaman kamu menggunakan Let's Study di media sosial. Kemudian, kamu bisa bongkar rahasia belajar asik kamu dengan mengajak teman-teman kamu untuk bergabung di Let's Study. Bagikan informasi tentang Let's Study ke semua platform media sosial yang kamu punya. Satu klik dari kamu bisa membuka pintu ilmu bagi banyak orang. Bersama-sama, kita bisa membuat Let's Study menjadi platform belajar nomor 1 di Indonesia. Ayo follow akun sosial media Let's Study pada Instagram, Twitter, dan TikTok agar selalu mendapatkan update konten bermanfaat lainnya. Terima kasih, sampai jumpa di video berikutnya. Semangat!